See on the test, if you kind of maybe forgot about some of that stuff, look back, refresh your memories, because you're gonna see that on the test, way back to when we were just graphing the system. All right, friends. So let's take a look at this now. So yesterday and Friday, we were graphing inequalities. Now we're given the graph of an inequality. What do you think? How do you think? Let's brainstorm. What steps could we take to write the inequality from this graph?
Well, like you see your y-intercept, so you know y equals -2 plus something x.
So what are you creating there?
I don't know.
What's the first thing we're looking at? She saw the y-intercept. What is she doing here? Why is she looking for the y-intercept? Why do you think Rose looked for the y-intercept?
No, that's not y.
Yeah, so we want to create an equation. We'll pretend it's an equation for right now. For this line. So we'll just focus on the line first. And we can just write an equation. And then we can make it an inequality later. Alright, so let's see. So we have y equals mx plus b.
Okay.
So what do we have? What's our equation for this line? Or just the line?
4x minus 2.
How do you get that?
Because I went up 4, which meant to the dot, and then I went over 1.
Yeah, so up 4 over 1, we know our slope is the rise over run, or the change in y over the change in x. So we have y equals 4x
Minus 2.
minus 2. Good.
Wait,
Because
but
our
isn't
y,
it?
our y-intercept is right here, where our line crosses the y-axis at -2. Yes, sir.
Isn't it less than or greater than?
Yeah.
Because it's not equal. It's not an equation.
Exactly. So that was just a line. Now we're gonna go backtrack a little bit, and we're gonna actually make this an inequality. So what's the next thing we would do here? So now we have some sort of form like an inequality, but we're missing some stuff.
Look at the line if it's solid or like.
Yeah, if it's solid or dotted. So it's a dotted or like a dashed line. So what does that mean?
That
Yeah,
it's less
less
than or greater than a
Yeah,
nine.
so it's gonna be either this symbol or this symbol. Either
Yeah.
less than or it's gonna be greater than.
How do we find that?
How can we figure out which one we're gonna use?
Well, you could what's it called? Wait. Yeah. Wait. What is it? Wait. Go ahead. Say it.
Well, you could like substitute a coordinate like 0, 0.
Why would you pick 0, 0? So you're right. Like we could substitute a coordinate and see what happens. Why do you think Shirley wants to pick this coordinate 0, 0?
Because like we know that works for the equation. Like if you were to plug in 0,
How do you
0.
know? Sorry, let me stop for a second. How do we know that coordinate works for this inequality? How can we tell that? Somebody else. There's like 26 other students in here, so I just don't know where you are. Yeah, it's in the shaded area. This is our solution. Every point in this shaded area is our solution. So we know that this point is one of our points in the solution. So we know that will work. So let's try. So the point 0, 0. That's one of our solutions. We know that it's in the shaded area. So let's plug in. For x, we'll plug in 0. For y, we'll plug in 0. So 0 and then 4 times 0 gives us 0. So we just have -2. So now, which one of these could we fill into this area to make this a true statement? Is 0 less than -2 or is 0 greater than -2? Yeah, 0 is greater than -2. So now we can take that, and what do you think we can do with it?
Then you can put y is greater than 4x minus 2 because it works.
You can just put it right there. That's how we know it works. So look, we did it. Oh, Les guys had like a standing ovation.
So you did the exact process
key here, you're not creating an equation, right? You're not writing an equation, you're finding the inequality. The reason you're using that equation format that you learned first is because that's the boundary line. That's the boundary of your inequality. So when it feels like you're writing an equation, it's not. You're writing the boundary of the inequality, the limit.
Alright. So let's do another one. So here's another one. So you guys can actually work together through this one. You did pretty well last time.
It's just like
Find the inequality that represents that graph.
or we work the three of us. And or the four of us.
The floor of us, guys.
Give me one to work.
I'm so used to seeing one up here. I said this hybrid thing. When that comes to New Year's, that one.
Oh my gosh. New Year's
I didn't even know.
Wait, you said ends in 3 months. When is New Year's?
The same day every year.
No, but is it the January 1st or is it the December 31st? That's New Year's Eve.
Okay, so guys, let me get you grab this. I don't want to get off the
It's 0, 0.
Okay, so that would be a distribution. So think about what you need to use to determine the inequality.
Okay, so there is no y-intercept, so it's y. There is y. 0. Okay, so it's y is less than or greater than, not before, to, Jamie, what'd you say? Something x? Oh, wait, it's a dot. Now she said you can plug in. Well, you can't plug in 0, 0, so you have to plug in a number like. Oh yeah. Plug in x, 1, comma 2. 1, comma negative 2. Okay. So for x.
Once you get the line, then you have to figure out how to determine the symbol.
Oh yeah. Next time when we were over there, and then I was like, how do you plug in 0? Listen, I know that's what I said, but I remember I said, how do you plug in 0, 0? And 0, 0 is on the line. And so we said that everybody's 1, 1, but 1, 1 isn't it's not in the shaded color. It is. No, it's not. Shelly, look at this one.
Oh, what you talking about? So y equals this?
No, not equals. It's less than or equal. So look at something. It's not this.
I think so. What is no, it goes up. So or did it go up? Then that is not
Greater than? That's what Jamie said. Why?
because it's going up to the point.
Yeah, but how do you know that? It's going up.
Yeah, it starts with the origin and it goes up.
It's going up.
It goes up 3. No, it goes up 3. It makes a triangle.
You plugged in 1 for x and 1 for y. 1, but 1 isn't in the shaded part. You can't plug that in.
Jamie, I went up 3.
Because it won't work. It was not.
You could put it in. Yeah, it's just your monthly. That statement should not be true in the end. So you can plug that not in this line. You just want the statement to not be true. Check that again.
Okay, and then it says that 1 is greater than. I know, but how do you, if you plug that in, how do you know it's gonna be like this? But how do you know what sign to put in?
Okay, let's take a look at this.
Like, okay, let me use.
They didn't have any problems with the 3/4 chance, which is good.
I know, but how do you determine that it was
So
less
what's
than?
the first thing that we looked at here?
Okay, what if you have this? How do you determine the sign for that?
Because the line just said 1, 1.
Okay, so we kind of shifted our focus just to this
1 is
line.
on this side.
And you found the y-intercept was 0. Okay, so we wanted to create, we'll say y.
Oh, we have to somehow
Plug
make
in
it
0,
match.
which we want to write. What do we know about our slope?
That's not in the solution set.
You go up 3 and over 4.
So 1 is not.
1 is over 4.
It's not easier.
3/4 that.
Yeah, that's what I
So
said.
it's gonna be 3/4 x is gonna be our slope. This is the equation for that. Well, it's gonna be the inequality.
So
But we just have something missing right here. So we have 4 symbols that it could possibly be
that is good. That's less than.
that we could fill in there. How can we narrow this down from 4 symbols to 2 symbols right away?
Look at the line.
What do you think?
And it's the left side, the one without. Because if it's solid, then it has it's greater than or less than or equal to. But if it's dashed, it's just plain.
Yeah, so we see it as a dash line, so we know that these two are definitely not going to be any of our options. Because now we have 2 options left. We have less than and we have greater than. How can we figure out which one we're going to put in here? What can we do to figure it out? Joanna?
We can use 4 and 2.
We can use the coordinate 4, 2.
2, 4.
Which one?
Like over.
2, 4?
I mean,
Or 4, 2?
over 4.
It's important to know where your x and your y is.
Yes, it is very important to know the difference between the x coordinate and the y coordinate. Because if you get them mixed up, you could be dealing with something that's not a solution versus a coordinate that is. Multiple groups did that. Okay, so that's something you guys did the 3/4 x real well. But now we want to make sure we identify those coordinates.
So why did you choose this 4, 2? Why do you think they chose that?
Because that's in the shaded area, which means it will work for a solution to x and y.
Good, so we know that this is one of our solutions because it's in the shaded area. So let's try it. So when x is 4 and y is 2, so we have 2 and then we have 3/4 times 4 gives us what?
How to reverse
3/4
systems of intelligence.
times 4
How to reverse
gives you
No, how to reverse systems of intelligence.
Okay, so now which one of those symbols can we put in here
To make it true.
to make it true? So we want it to be true because it's in our shaded area. We know it's a solution. So we have 2 is less than 3 or 2 is greater than 3?
2 is less than.
2 is less than 3.
That's why we had these when I was in the shaded area.
Okay,
Let's use 1 more.
so now we know that's the symbol we're going to use. Now if you accidentally chose a coordinate over here, like let's say you chose this, what would happen? What would you want to fill that in with?
Something that's not.
Yeah, you'd want it to be, if it's not a solution, you would want to make that not true. You would want to make your statement not true.
And that tends to confuse some of you, like as you're talking through, which is why when we started, we were looking for a coordinate that made it true, because it's easier for us to say, is 0 less than 0 compared to 2? Okay, 0 is less than 2, we're done. If you're going the other way, I almost feel like it's like a double negative. Like you're dealing with it's false and then you need to make it false. That could throw you off. Just be aware, depending on the coordinate you choose, what you're looking for.
Alright, good job. So we'll do one more of these and then we're going to move on to systems of inequalities.
Woo!
So go ahead and work through this one in your groups.
Alright, guys. Come on.
Miss K, I feel like anytime you're gonna stop us at any time to talk about it when I don't see the timer. But with the timer, I know how y'all are.
I'm sorry, yeah. We have time to
Yeah.
Wait, what are we doing after this?
System.
Okay, so y is. Can we use solar first? Y is less than, equal to, or greater than, or equal to. How do you know that? And then we know that the y-intercept is -1. So -1 is it plus?
Yeah.
Plus 1. Plus x. The y's are negative 1. Show me the y's are negative 1. The y's are okay, so x minus 1. And then grab that x plus yeah.
Let's plug in the number that is the solution. Let's plug in 2, 2 for x and
2, 2. No, that's 2,
What's
negative.
What's the slope? What's the
You can always do something like on the x-axis.
On the x-axis.
Yeah, so
I put 1 comma negative.
that work. I mean, if you don't want to deal with the negative, you don't have to.
I need my
So we can do 0, 4, 0.
2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0. I think it's gonna be easy for you to calculate.
Okay, so if we plug in 2, 0 for x, so 2 for y, 2 for x, 2 minus 1. And then we want to make this into, so 2 minus 1 is 1. So y, we want to make it true. What's y? Oh, yeah, it is. Oh, 0. So we want to make 0 less than or equal to 1.
Okay, let's take a look.
0 is less than or equal to 1.
Let's take a look. First, let's take a look at the slope and the y-intercept.
That's what I said. So
What do we say?
see, it's so much easier to work this one.
What do we say?
So we start with the y.
What's the y? Negative 1. Okay.
And then we went up 1 and over 1, so we like x.
Up 1 and over 1, so it's 1x or just x. Good. So now we need to find something to put in here. So we could have less than, we could have less than, we could have greater than, we could have less than or equal to, we could have greater than or equal to. How can we narrow that down a little bit? Gotcha. It's a solid line, so we know that these two cannot be an option. It's gotta be less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. Okay, now how can we figure out which one of those it's gonna be?
Get a coordinate in the shaded part.
Yeah, we can choose a coordinate that's in our shaded area. What coordinate do we wanna choose?
I chose 1 negative.
1, negative 2?
Yeah.
Alright, so we can do 1, negative 2. So x is 1. Then we have 1 minus 1 is 0. And y is negative 2. So which one of these, the greater than or equal to or the less than or equal to, makes this statement true?
Less than or equal.
Negative 2 is less than or equal to 0. No, that's the one. Oh, so we can plug in there to write our inequality. Does anyone have any questions on this?
I forgot. Here's the word.
Okay. So now we're going to move on to systems of inequality.
Multiply.
Sorry, I know this graph is a little bit,
No.
it's a little bit hard to see, so I'm just going to fill in some points for you.
Now, this is really, I know it looks a little intimidating, but it's what you just saw, but it's 2 of them. So now instead of just one inequality, we're dealing with the system. So on that graph, there are 2 inequalities graphed. As we talked about earlier in the week, we shade both. So one is red, one is blue. And then there's the section that's overlapped. Who remembers what the overlapped section represents? Stephanie. The solution. So the color of the solution here just so happens to be purple because red and blue make purple. But we're still doing the same thing. Now, we'll go one at a time to find each inequality, and we'll determine what they are based on the graph here.
Alright, so let's do the red one first. Let's take a look. I just created some of those points for you because it was kind of hard to see, I'm sure. So let's take a look at this red one. What can we do? What can we figure out right away?
That coordinate is a 0 and a 3. It's not an 8.
Yeah,
Oh.
mine was an 8.
The marker's been acting up.
There we go.
Sorry,
Alright,
Rose, I
so
cut
what
you
do
off.
we see about the red?
You can find the y-intercept, which is 3.
Alright, the y-intercept is 3. What else can we figure out?
Down 3 and then
Down 3
over 4.
and over 4.
How would you write that?
3 and over 4. That's how we got from this point to this point. So what's our slope?
Negative 3.
Yes.
Oh, and negative 3
Over 4 x. Alright, so now we have y something negative 3 over 4x plus 3. How can we figure out what symbol we're going to put in right here?
The solid line is solid. You can use greater or equal to 1.
So these are the two options we have because the strategy says that it's a solid line, so we know that it's not going to be less than or greater than. It's going to be less than or equal to or greater than or equal to. Okay, so how can we figure out which one of those two we're going to use?
We have the line. How do we find the solution set?
How can we figure out? Okay, so take a look at this big red shaded side. Everything that's red or purple. Which solution, which coordinate do you want to pick? That's in the solution.
1, comma 2.
What would be the C here?
0.
Oh, yeah, we could pick the origin here. That's in our solution. Okay, so when x is 0 and y is 0, we have 0
Then I'll just
and then 3. So which one of these makes this a true statement? Is 0 less than or equal to 3 or is 0 greater than or equal to 3?
less than or equal.
0 is less than or equal to 3. So there's our first, there's the red inequality. Alright, now let's take a look at the blue. What do we say? The y-intercept is negative 3. Okay. And how is our line moving? What's our slope?
Up 3 and over 6.
Up 3 and over 6.
So what's your slope?
3, 6, x.
Can we simplify that a little bit?
It could be a half x.
Good, Jamie.
1/2 x. Good. Now we have y, and then we're missing a symbol here, and then we have 1/2 x minus 3. So let's narrow down from 4 symbols to 2 symbols. What 2 symbols could be our options? Joanna. Yeah, so we know it's either going to be less than or greater than. Why do you know that? How'd you figure that out?
Because it's a dash line.
Yep, this is a dashed line, it's not a solid line, so we know it's either less than or greater than. Now, how can we figure out which one we're going to use?
Choose a coordinate.
Choose a coordinate where?
Where it's
Where the
shaded.
coordinate
In
changes.
somewhere here where the blue or purple is.
Yeah.
So which coordinate do you want to use?
0 and negative 3. Right?
So that's on our line, so we don't want to use that one.
2 and negative 3.
What is
Wait,
it?
no.
That's a 6 and 0.
2 is negative power.
Yeah.
Okay. So when x is 2, the y is negative 3, and x is 2. So we have 1/2 2 as a whole, good, and then minus 3, negative 2. So now we have negative 3, and negative 2. Is negative 3 less than negative 2, or is negative 3 greater than negative 2?
Less than.
Less than. Good. So we know that that's our symbol. Okay. So we just created our system of inequalities from this graph. So what you're normally going to see though, or where you are going to be focused on is our solution set. So sometimes you might just see that, and this will be erased, and this will be erased, and we'll just have the lines and the solution. I think this one's
Next time I think we
Oh.
changed it, yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah, we did that for you.
We're gonna have to write the values. You already said that.
Okay. So just like I was just talking about, sorry, I realized we had this. So this is a graph of a system of inequalities that just shows the solution to the system. Right? It doesn't show the solution to each line, it just shows the solution to the system.
But you can figure out just by looking at it what the solution to each one is.
How can we figure that out? What's that side? But there's only one shaded area. Yeah.
The shaded, there is both ones are shaded.
So where do we think the solution sets to that first line is?
On this
I mean
side,
the red line.
on the right side,
I'm gonna make
or on the higher side.
Think about what would have to be shaded, like which sides of each line would have to be shaded for them to overlap. Like you're giving the overlap. Do you really need to know anything beyond that shaded solution? Not really, because once you test a point, if you test a point inside that shaded area, what do you know about it?
It's true.
For which one? For both, yeah. So you could use actually the same coordinate for both inequalities.
So in your groups, we have the timer for you. In your groups, I want you to write the system of inequalities for this graph. Just get a new one. What is your
So this is some of the inequalities for each of them, miss?
We have for the whole system.
So let's do the solving. Okay, so we know that the sign is going to be, for the red one, it's going to be less than or equal to or greater than. Beautiful. Okay. We have a y-intercept. Y is less than or equal to or greater than or equal to minus 2. No. Something x minus 2. You go 1, 2, up to, chilling from this, up to over 1. Up to over 5. Over 5? Okay. So up to, so that's 1, 2, 5. 5. 2, 1. Wait, yeah, 2 over 5. Yeah. Can I start? Can you? Oh yeah, because it's what's the negative 2? Yeah. Wait, we could go 0, 0. So 0, 0 minus 2 is negative 2. So wait, so 0 is less than or equal to or greater than or equal to 0 times 0 times number. Wait, so 0 minus 2 is negative 2. So 0, we have to make it true, so 0 is greater than or equal to negative 2. Greater than or equal to wait, greater than what's that one? The y? For that one? Wait, so that's a dash line, so it's gonna be this. Wait, I have it. And then the other one, the y, and then we don't know the sign. Oh wait, and then the y intersection of minus. So that's minus 3. Yeah. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3. You go up 3 over 2, so that's minus 3. 3 over 2. Yeah. Negative 3. Oh wait, no, 3 over 2. Do the red line though. 3 over 2, but you can simplify that. So it could be 1 over half x. Because
And we know that there's minus
yeah, now from minus 2, what do you have to go up and over 2 to get to the next point? How many? Yeah. Up to over 5. So what did I know the fraction 2?
and then I got
Greater than 0. So 2. Wait. Can we substitute?
and then I got
So 0 something. So 0 is greater than negative 10. Wait, oh, I thought it was no.
no green doesn't have the line.
I'm sorry. I fixed that.
Look at the coordinator.
I would have gotten it. Jamie to tell me the answers. It's just like pressing out the answers for me and done. I feel like this is hard to get to the slope, to find the slope. How many do you have? What's the rise and run? How much do you have to go up and over to get to the next point? Let me grab. How much do you have to go up and over to get to the next point?
How did you get 1 over 2?
What's the next point? And look at the next point. Right there.
Yeah, that I know that looks like 3, but it's actually that 3 the next point that you see.
Yes. Put it off like that.
Oh, how much? Are you trying? No. I don't know. Oh yeah, up 3, okay. Yes. 3 over 2.
Is that clear?
See, I like that. I like the expressions. Because I get it.
All right, I'm gonna freeze the video.